Gluten is a type of protein. It is found in some grains. These grains include wheat, barley, and rye. Gluten acts like glue. It holds food together and gives it a chewy texture. Think of pizza dough. Gluten makes the dough stretchy. This helps it hold its shape. It also gives bread its soft texture. Gluten is in many foods. It is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. These grains are common in a variety of everyday foods. You can find it in bread and pasta. These staples are often made from wheat flour, which contains gluten. It is also in cakes and cookies. Many baked goods use wheat flour as a primary ingredient, making them a common source of gluten. Many breakfast cereals have gluten too. Cereals often contain wheat or barley, so it's important to check the labels if you are avoiding gluten. Sometimes gluten hides in unexpected places. Packaged foods can contain gluten as a hidden ingredient, often used as a thickener or stabilizer. It can be in sauces and soups. Many sauces and soups use flour as a thickening agent, which means they can contain gluten. It is used in some medicines and vitamins. Gluten can be an inactive ingredient in medications and supplements, so always check the labels. This helps you know if something has gluten. Reading labels carefully can help you avoid gluten and make informed choices about what you eat. Some people need to avoid gluten. They have a condition called celiac disease. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder. Their body treats gluten like an enemy. When people with celiac disease eat gluten, it hurts their small intestine. This makes it hard to absorb nutrients from food. They may feel sick, have stomach pain, or lose weight. Section 4. Celiac disease and gluten sensitivity. Celiac disease is a serious autoimmune disorder where the ingestion of gluten leads to damage in the small intestine. This condition affects about 1 in 100 people worldwide, and many cases remain undiagnosed. When people with celiac disease eat gluten, their body mounts an immune response that attacks the small intestine. These attacks lead to damage on the villi, small finger-like projections that line the small intestine, which promote nutrient absorption. When the villi get damaged, nutrients cannot be absorbed properly into the body. People with celiac disease need to avoid gluten completely. This means steering clear of foods, drinks, and even some medications that contain wheat, barley, and rye. Reading food labels becomes a crucial part of their daily routine. Even a small amount of gluten can trigger symptoms and cause intestinal damage. Some people are sensitive to gluten but do not have celiac disease. This condition is known as non-celiac gluten sensitivity. These individuals experience symptoms similar to those of celiac disease, such as abdominal pain, bloating, and fatigue, but without the intestinal damage. They might not have celiac disease, but gluten makes them feel unwell. Symptoms can vary widely and may include digestive issues, headaches, joint pain, and even mood changes. Keeping a food diary can help identify patterns and triggers. They might get a headache or feel bloated. Other common symptoms include brain fog, skin rashes, and general fatigue. It's important to note that these symptoms can overlap with other conditions, making diagnosis challenging. It is important to listen to your body. Paying attention to how you feel after eating certain foods can provide valuable insights. Practices like meditation, yoga, and journaling can help manage symptoms and improve overall well-being. If you feel sick after eating gluten, talk to a doctor. A healthcare provider can help determine whether you have celiac disease, non-celiac gluten sensitivity, or another condition. Proper diagnosis and management are key to maintaining good health and quality of life. Section 5. Fun facts about gluten. Get ready to dive into some interesting and surprising facts about this common protein found in many of our favorite foods. Did you know that the word gluten comes from the Latin word for glue? This is because gluten has a sticky, glue-like property that helps hold food together. That's because gluten makes dough sticky and elastic. When you knead dough, gluten proteins form a network that gives bread its chewy texture and helps it rise. Also, gluten-free food is becoming more popular. More and more people are choosing gluten-free diets, whether due to celiac disease, gluten sensitivity, or personal preference. Many restaurants now offer gluten-free options. From gluten-free pasta to pizza, the variety of choices available today is impressive and continues to grow. This makes it easier for people to avoid gluten. Dining out has become more inclusive, allowing everyone to enjoy a meal together without worry. Remember, if you have questions about gluten, talk to a doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you understand whether a gluten-free diet is right for you. They can give you accurate information and guide you on how to maintain a balanced and healthy diet, whether you choose to include gluten or not.